Good evening, Rocket League fans. Welcome to Minor League
And
Doubles.
there's still a big chance here for anyone to take this in regulation, and this is
No!
10 seconds are gone in the ball.
With both members of Orange out of net right now, towards the net. This is a need. Numerics puts it in. This game's not over yet.
Bring out your predictions. Bring out your scores. Let's see where we go. Game 7. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Fridge in position. Scores.
Just an insane series.
I just typed the chat. I can feel my heartbeat. It's so tense.
What a series.
And we are back on Freestyle Friday on the MLE Network. We jump into our second matchup as the Spartans try to clinch a number 1 seed going into the playoffs as they go up against a Comets team looking to play spoiler.
Actually, just need to do the math on this one. I'm not even sure they can catch the Ducks at this point. They can put themselves in the driver's seat. They can get to 40 wins. They're at 35-10 right now. 5-0 here against the Comets puts them at 40-10, meaning the Ducks will need at least 3 to clinch the number 1 seed overall in the Blue Conference. But that is neither here nor there. It's the Spartans' turn to play, and the Comets, in a late season run of form, just not quite enough to overcome the dismal start to the season that they had. And it's a shame. They made the playoffs in their expansion season last time around, just not able to really get things settled down when they needed to this time.
Yeah, and the Comets, they've been playing, as you mentioned, pretty well recently. At this point, all they can really do is play spoiler. A case of little too late, or too little too late, as far as them actually turning into form. But they have a chance to spoil the Spartans, help their division rivals as far as getting into the driver's seat of the 1 seed race in the Blue Conference. So we'll see if they can do that as the Spartans in the green go up against the Comets in the orange in our finale on this Freestyle Friday.
More of a dark cyan. I mean, yes, I know that your colors are awkward, but it's more of a dark cyan with red accent for the
maybe
Spartans.
Like a burnt orange.
No, well, it's a burnt orange for the Comets for sure. That's because I had to invert their colors. They have a dark blue name.
Okay.
But for the Spartans, it's more, it's like a dark. I can see the green. All right, you know what? We'll call it slate gray and move on with our lives.
Slate gray, Jay, please. And Badger Milk wants to shut you up 1-0, and he does just that 9 seconds in.
And Wavy unfortunately gets dunked in it next week by Lodsane. Really good patience by Badger Milk. Doesn't lunge at it, just feathers the boost to keep himself in control, drives it into the open net, and boom! Spartans down 1-0 to the Comets.
So, taking a look at players who didn't really introduce them yet. Swanky Bubbles and Wavy for the Spartans. Badger Milk and Lodsane for the Comets. Swanky Bubbles, it's really hard to get height on a cast, as you have to try to put green to the name Swanky Bubbles, as he does something pretty legit.
True story. His name was too long. It didn't fit on the the division champion shirts. So I think we just agreed to call him S Bubbles.
Easy Spubbles.
Spubbles.
Spubbles. Yep, Spubbles confirmed.
He's either
anyway,
Spubbles or Swanky B. Either way, it's still good.
Swanky B. That has to go on the shirt. Please. Far side. It's in. Comets up 2.
Memes start early here as Badger Milk, getting released all over the pitch, just comes down out of the corner, able to pick the line between the defense for the Spartans there. And again, the Comets taking it to their divisional rivals. It's 2-0.
And don't look now. 2 shots, 2 goals for Badger Milk as we get going as we haven't even played a full minute of action in game 1. Taking this is Wavy. Wavy loses that to Lodsane. Lodsane going to try to pass across. There's Bubbles himself. Swanky B goes into the offensive corner, tries to put it into the middle, and it's taken well away by Swanky Bubbles. He'll put it into the offensive end. Coming in. Lodsane puts it up for Badger Milk. Badger Milk goes off the side. He'll try to give it a follow. So we played close to a minute and a half. This will go off the ceiling, as will Swanky Bubbles. Again, towards the halfway line. Swanky Bubbles going to give it a look. Off the back, Badger Milk with a really good challenge. He goes off the back wall. Minute 40 into action in game 1. 2-0. Comets seem to have slowed down a little bit, though. Spartans trying to find their form in game 1, having a problem doing so.
And part of it has really come down to, I just don't really feel like Wavy is effectively rotating with Swanky right now. They're doing okay now that they've settled into the offensive rotation, but Wavy spent a lot of that time at midfield without boost. You see Swanky going up the sideboards for a challenge with not a lot of boost. You have to know when to retreat, get that boost, and find a better angle to challenge so that you don't get beat so easily at the midfield line.
And Swanky Bubble's going to get into a demo. This is a chance for Badger Milk. Far side, and it is in. Early natural hat trick for Badger Milk. It's 3-0.
Wavy, unfortunately, plays that one laterally off the boards. It keeps Ballcam off too long, gets the boost, realizes too late what he's done, and Badger Milk making him pay. It's 3-0.
2:44 left. As a fake kickoff, it would seem, is going to go the way of the Spartans. Swanky's up, trying to bounce, taken away by Badger Milk. He'll put this deep into the green territory, or slate gray, as Jay puts it. Laud Sane trying to drop. That's not going to happen. We've just hit the halfway mark. Coming around the wall into the middle. It'll actually hit the boost orb. Badger Milk gets a demo, leaves it for Laud Sane. Needing a clear away is Swanky Bubbles. He will get it initially, but it did not go very far. He'll give it a look again off the nose, trying to boost in or drop into this. Instead, leaves it for Wavy. Wavy loses control. Laudsane shot on net goes right at the goaltender Swanky Bubbles. 3-0 lead it remains as the Comets still threatening and not really letting up on the gas.
No, they're doing a great job managing the boost of the Spartans right now. Every time I tab over to one of them, they are just struggling to find gas for that tank right now. Big transition here. Laudsane's going to miss. Swanky makes him pay, and that's a goal the Spartans needed.
And this is one that you can definitely put onto Laudsane, as Laudsane really did not read this up the back wall very well. If he goes up the wall a little bit earlier, may be able to angle his nose at it instead of traveling up towards it and put it across goal mouth, but unable to do so either way. Swanky Bubbles makes him pay. It's a 3-1 lead.
I think the biggest difficulty with that play was that Laudsane chased down Swanky into the corner. Badger comes out to try and make the challenge. Ooh, Wavy just misses. And Badger Milk misses the challenge, which puts Laudsane on an island as he has to come out of the corner in the same direction that Swanky's bringing the ball.
Minute 25 left. 3-1 lead. This is an opportunity, but Laudsane able to get there first. He'll knock it off the corner. Putting it off the back. Chance for Badger Milk. Very, very good challenge from Wavy. Is going to knock this back out to the halfway line. Spartans can move away. Going off the back, trying to make it a 1-goal deficit is Wavy, and he's going to put this far side and do just that. Good work. It's 3-2.
The exact same play happened 2 times in a row. Slightly different circumstance as Swanky gets demoed by Badger Milk this time, but the same path of motion for the defender for the Comets leaves an opening as the player pointing forward comes out and misses a challenge. You have to give yourself better option coverage. Take a wider path and make sure that if your teammate misses a challenge, you're in a positive spot to try and challenge the ball away from the shot.
53 on the clock. 3-2 lead. Comets going to give a follow towards that ball. Coming in, Badger Milk trying to jump off the ceiling towards it. He'll fly underneath it instead. A little bit of a Tarzan swing for him. You'll have to watch that. Going near side. Laudsane going to try to boost into this. He does not have a great trajectory to it. He'll leave it out for Badger Milk. Near side, off the post. Laudsane can't get there. And the Spartans look to recover as they take possession. Sealing in down. Swanky B off the sidewall. Gives it a nice follow. Touch off the nose. Right down to Wavy, and he ties the game with 13 seconds to go.
Can we talk about this pass from Swanky right now? Little bit of a roll off the roof. Enough to put Laudsane off on the challenge. Wavy picks that angle again. The Spartans rally from 3-0 down. It's tied with 13 to go.
And that was a little bit of a mind game too on Badger Milk's part, because the pass when that pass came to him or came away from him, he thought it was going to go to him in the corner. Really good work. Now the Spartans are threatening to take the lead, and they will not do it just yet. Towards the goal line, and a save will force OT. 3-3 in game number 1.
Well, I don't think you or I saw this coming when this game started. No, it's game 1. This is game one.
Okay, it is game 1. That's what I thought.
It is. Can confirm game 1. That's a big miss, too, for the Comets. Wavy makes the
got it!
The comeback done. Wavy with the hat trick. 4-3 Spartans the final.
How about a 4 unanswered goal spurt from the Spartans in the last 2 minutes of this game? That is great work from the Spartans to take a 4-3 win, and they have a 1-0 lead in this series, in a series that they are trying to get the best matchup possible for the playoffs.
Well, that's a rally and a half. And
yeah,
the Comets did everything right at the start of that game. Just for some reason, towards the middle of the frame, the Spartans finally clicked on, and they started winning challenges and getting the ball upfield. Their boost management was still a bit of a struggle in my mind, but they managed to make it work, and Wavy had a couple of critical dunks in that process, getting the ball upfield without any boost in the tank.
It cannot be underrated, the ability to hit the ball where you want to hit it. Their challenges were right on the nose in multiple scenarios in that game one, in the latter half anyway, which gave them the ability to get those unanswered goals. So that was very, very good work from the Spartans. Their challenge game was on point, and they're going to get the first strike here early. 5 seconds in, it's Swanky B again.
Good face-off from the Spartans. This is one that they like to do. Keep that ball low and controlled. If the teammate of the other team is back in net, they have so much space to pick that ball up. And Swanky just a couple of touches to lift it over top. And that's another goal. 5 unanswered now for the Spartans as they go up 1-0 in game 2.
Crazy, crazy stuff going on here for the Spartans. They have now 5 unanswered goals in this series. Going around the corner, Comets looking for a clear. Taking this towards half. Up in the air, looking to answer this barrage. It'll go off the ceiling as these both Spartans travel back to their own net. Lodsane has the angle and he scores. That's a really good shot at a really odd angle, and the Comets tie it up.
It's much just from Swanky's perspective. Grabs the boost, comes out of the corner, turns off ball cam. He doesn't know his teammates lost it. Tries to react at the last second, but the shot by Lodsane just enough to throw him off. Really good equalizing goal for the Comets. They finally get one back.
And we are 27 seconds into this contest, already 2 goals on the board. This will go towards the corner. Looking off the back. That's a chance in front that goes off the top crossbar. Still there, and it's in. Swanky B makes it happen. Persistent pays off, and it's a 2-1 lead.
Unfortunately here, Lodsane with the bump on Wavy doesn't quite recover in net. You see him staring up at that ball. Better angle from Swanky as he goes up over top. Lodsane unfortunately tips it into his own net. Now they have to play from behind. It's only been 41 seconds. What is this?
Yeah. I don't know. It's an offensive barrage of sorts by both teams, really, as you've had 3 goals in that time frame, which is pretty good. Could be in for a shootout here in game 2 as these teams really taking the training wheels off. Lodsane is going to fly underneath the ball at the halfway line. Swanky B takes possession. Swanky bubbles towards that net, and a long one back the other way by Badger Milk. Badger Milk going to give chase. He's going to put it off the backboard. There is Lodsane, but good contact by Swanky Bubbles again is going to interrupt the motion and send it back towards the halfway line.
Really good touch by Swanky, just enough to take that away from Lodsane as he was right in the passing lane. Really well positioned for that one. It was a good pass too, off the backboard, and the Spartans then opens up. Badger Milk will make him pay. Deuce is wild, it's 2-2.
Indeed, as this one was a really, really good touch by Badger Milk. He just gets one that it's a worm burner. Puts it on frame. There's nothing that can be said more than just an accurate shot. Make your opponents make a save. They couldn't do it in their own end. 2-2. Going off of the sidewall. Lodsane off the back, looking to follow it up. Has the angle, and he will put it home. 3-2, and we are on rapid fire in game 2.
Badger Milk winning that ball effectively, puts it on a plate for Lodsane, up off the backboard hard, reads it well. Wavy doesn't cut the angle, neither does Swanky after he comes back desperately trying to make the save. Lodsane with that solo effort puts the Comets ahead by 1.
$1.35 into this contest. We've got 5 goals. Crazy, crazy goal totals possibly forthcoming as we keep on going. This will be out of the corner. Wavy off the sidewall. Lodsane will take it away. It's going to go off the intersection, straight down. Going off the sidewall, keeping it in the offensive end. 2 minutes gone here in game 2. Swanky Bubbles trying to get that towards half. It gets sent away. Badger Milk with a crazy challenge on the sidewall makes it a 4-2 lead.
Swanky's big mistake there as he brings the ball under control, doesn't grab control of the boost. He gets an awkward touch. Wavy as well in net, but he's off his line forward. Leaves a wide open line for Badger Milk to slot that home at the near post. And it's a 2-goal lead now for the Comets.
And we are on pace for a ridiculous 15 combined goals in this game.
Let's do it. Let's go. How about another one?
Oh, an absolute shooting gallery, as it was called in chat. Far side looking for it, and one of those rare things called a save just happened. 4-2 as we approach halftime. Lodstein back towards the halfway line. Wavy will turn into it. Gets good contact. Probably would have been better for him to slow it down there and take the dribble, but instead he sends it deep. Comets have control. That's an empty net, and they score. 5-2. Badger Milk makes it a 3-goal deficit.
Really good job by Badger Milk here. Just wins this challenge over top of, I believe, Swanky. Couldn't see the nameplate as he went by Supersonic. Bottom of the player cam there. No mistake from Badger Milk. No boost, no problem. 5-2 game. The Spartans need another 3-goal rally.
How about an exercise in efficiency? 6 shots for the Comets, 5 goals. Badger Milk has a hat trick, and Lodstein has one short of his as well. So the Comets doing really, really well offensively at the moment. Spartans going to need another one of those big comebacks in the latter part of the game like they had in Game 1 if they have a shot. Looking for combined goal number 8 in this game, and that is going to go well wide. Spartans have control, a long strike down. Swanky is up, puts one off the nose. He's going to try a change-up towards the net, and Lodstein will boost into it to take it into the corner. 1:45 left. Out of the corner. Chance for Swanky. That's going to be on the goal line. They need it, and they are not going to get it. It's taken away again. This time Badger Milk will take it in the offensive end.
Really tough save to make. They do such a good job with it, getting just enough to put the Spartans' second chance off. Wavy can't find the handle. Lodstein gifted him a shot, and he clutched it wide.
Now, yeah, Fields' backflip is what caused that clutch wide, as you mentioned, but a very, very big mistake that the Spartans may come back to regret as we get into the final minute 11 of this second game in the series. Badger Milk will try to turn into this, doesn't have the angle. Swanky bubbles, tries to get it past the last defender. It's going to pop out and bounce past Wavy. Getting contact into the opposite corner. Swanky Bubbles trying to boost into it off the back wall. Leaves it for Wavy, who gets around 1. Needs to try to get around 2, but Lodstein takes control of it instead. 45 to go. Bounces it off the back, and another clear forthcoming, but easily taken care of by the Comets. In front, Lodstein. Back wall. They battle for possession around that 100 boost orb in the corner. Going up the side wall. Badger Milk will wait. Send this one across. Looking far side for Lodstein. Wavy with a really good challenge will take it away, but Badger Milk there to follow up. Does a really good job of that. He's been in the right place at the right time all series long, and it continues here as the Comets looking to clinch Game 2, and it looks like they've done so.
Well, let's ensure they get something out of the series. Now, remember, this one doesn't mean a ton. The Spartans already in the playoffs. The Comets already out. But the Comets need a few wins here or the Spartans, need a few wins here to try and pick up their standings in the Blue Conference, as they really don't want to play that other division leader coming out of a really tough Arctic division.
Yeah, no doubt about that. But in this case, the Comets take them to task, as they have a really, really good second game to answer the comeback they allowed in the first one. Badger Milk absolutely went off in this game. He'll look to continue that. Lodstein played a really good support role, but had 2 goals of his own.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't see any assists out of the Comets either, meaning Lodstein earned those goals with the effort there. But for me, the Spartans just didn't really feel like they settled in on this one, and they had those opportunities, a number of chances in front of that Comets net that were honestly gifts that were just waiting to be unwrapped on that goal line. And unfortunately, it's not Christmas, it's September, and they go starving.
Yep. Yeah, starving. Okay. I'm actually kind of hungry. Moving on. 300 seconds on the clock. Game number 3 in this Week 10 finale of Freestyle Friday. Curtis and Inanimate J with you. If you guys are just joining us, where you been? It's been a pretty good night so far. We saw a division get a little bit closer in the, or not a divisional wildcard race, get a little bit closer in the first game we saw as the Blizzard survived. In this game, Spartans trying to get a little bit deeper into the chase for the 1 seed. And as of right now, have a 1-1 square tie as we enter Game 3 of the second series. Lodstein is going to put this deep into the Spartans' territory. Swanky Bubble's going to put this down for Wavy. Wavy gets a piece of it, sends it into the Comets territory, only for Badger Milk to rotate around and miss it. He'll have to do a little bit of an individual dribble play to make something happen offensively. Looking near side. Looked like what might be a pinch. A lot of teams going to take care of that fairly easily as we played a full minute in game 3. Nothing doing on the board just yet. Things seem to have slowed down compared to the frenetic start we had at the beginning of game 2. And never mind.
That one back?
Yeah.
You want to take that back? Badger Milk's first touch there gets picked off by Wavy. Doesn't have any boost. Really could have just waited on that one to bring it down as Lodsane scrambling back, can't do anything with it. Swanky Bubbles will tap that one in, but the play breaks down with Badger Milk's first touch into the corner, loses control of the ball, and gives up the opening for Wavy to challenge on it.
1:13 into game 3. Spartans doing their job. Taking care of business at the moment in game 3. That'll drop off the back. Chance in front. They've got it. Lodsane, the recipient of a perfect bounce off the floor. It's 1-1.
Well, how about this from Badger Milk? Just kills the sideways momentum of the ball, dropping it in front of the net for Lodsane as both of the Spartans continue tracking the ball across the net into the far corner. That jump on the ball from both the defenders left them vulnerable as it dropped down in front of their net.
3-32 into game number 3. 2 more, and then this one's done as we're in the finale. This will be out of the corner. Spartans can do something here with as they take possession. Looking across, trying to drop it down. There is a chance it'll drop. No, nothing doing there. Still an opportunity for the Comets to clear it away, and they do. Badger Milk will take possession.
That was close. Really good passing play between the Spartans. Just didn't quite work out for them.
Up is Swanky Bubbles. Puts it off the nose. He's going to try for a double touch here. I think he ran out of boost. May not matter. He'll take care of it anyway. 2-1 Spartans have the lead.
Good loft on that one. Feathering his booth desperately. You're right. He didn't have any till he landed right there. Just enough to get it in front of Lodsane, who gets frozen as the ball drops right next to him. Panics a bit there. Doesn't do anything to get it away. And Swanky Bubbles hits it off the spoiler and in.
2 and actually just under 3 left in game 2. This will pop back out to Wavy. He can't control it. Coming in to take it away as Lodsane realizes he doesn't have any control and savagely removes him from possession. Swanky Bubbles out to the middle. A little bit of an ill-advised touch, but they do live to tell about it. Badger Milk going to put this across goal mouth, looking for Lodsane on the receiving end, but a little bit too quick for him. Badger Milk is going to try to get into this one. Swanky Bubbles lost the handle, dribbling in front of his own net. 2:19 left. A little bit of a dribble attempt here. Has it past 2, has the angle, scores, and Swanky Bubbles puts them on ice. It's 3-1.
And Ole.
Whoop!
And well, my teammate missed. Oh, God. You know, I'm not a big fan of Wavy committing in on that one to try and confirm it one. Yes, it looks like your teammate has lost it, but honestly, he really hasn't with the way the animation pulls him past the post and puts him in a great spot to tap that back into the net there. Little bit of things that the Spartans can fix, especially if the Comets come back from this one.
Oh, and they're going to try to do just that. Badger Milk with a really, really good touch and makes it a 1-goal deficit.
And fortunately, Wavy rushes into that challenge. You see him drift towards the ball, but Badger Milk, full control of that one, puts it right over top, off the baseboard, back into Badger Milk, straight into the net, 3-2. Wavy probably fixes that if he just takes a wider line, and I talk about it a lot. Wider line, more options.
120 seconds to go. Spartans and the Comets doing battle in the blue conference. Chance in the... Oh, that's going to go towards the net. That's a dangerous place to live. Badger Milk puts us off the crossbar. Lodsane has to be careful as he's traveling backwards. Not careful enough. Off the post. Chance for the Spartans. Towards the far side, it's Wavy. And he puts that one home at the 2-goal deficit again.
Well, spares himself the blushes there. Should have been able to put that one on net, just ultimately angling himself a little wide. Lodsane rushing into the challenge, gets underneath it late, and Wavy cuts it back home. And it's a 2-goal lead restored for the Spartans.
1:43 left in game 3. 1-1 series tie. Spartans looking to possibly put the put the Comets defense into a stranglehold here. They've had some really good opportunities to do just that, as that one's going to go around. That's an opportunity, but a fortunate positioning by the Spartans defense takes that away from the net. Not sure it was entirely calculated for him to be there, but it worked out, and they keep the goal deficit at 2. Badger tries, can't get it figured out. Puts it off the crossbar. Puts it back into his own corner for Lodstein, who puts up the sidewall. Tries to find the ceiling. This will bounce off the nose into the corner. Looking around. Badgermilk has the dribble, the flick across. Lodstein, he's a little bit too far ahead of it. Cannot get it under control. 45 seconds left. Remains a 4-2 lead for the moment, but the Comets do look like they're starting to figure some things out.
And the only problem right now is they're just not connecting with one another when these passes come around. Lodstein a little bit too quick to jump on some of them. They ends up under the flight of the ball. Makes it really difficult to try and play the passing game that they need right now.
It's going to go towards that green net. This will be up in front. Lodstein has the drop towards the goal line. Coming across to make the play is Wavy. He'll take possession. Good challenge, sends it around that corner. No goal line defense. Wavy is going to put the game away with 12 seconds to go. They're going to take a 2-1 lead.
Fortunately for the Comets, that shot by Lodstein not quite read on the time that he needed to, and it was a weak one, letting the Spartans clear that one. Wavy with a couple of steps upfield puts it in 5-2. That is going to secure this one for the Spartans.
Good work from the Spartans. Putting a chokehold on this series 2-1. They have a chance to go for the series win next game, as this will drop towards the halfway line. Lodstein off the ceiling towards the net, and that'll be a fairly easy save all told. Spartans walk away with the win. Very good work, and they have the driver's seat in this game.
Yeah, they need the next two though. They need a 4-1 at this point to have any real hope about catching the Ducks right now. 3 ties them, but I believe that the Ducks would be ahead on tiebreaker simply because their divisional record is much stronger than that of the Spartans. I'll have to look into the numbers to confirm that one, but it's looking, I wouldn't say great for the Spartans. It's looking okay, but I think, with the Ducks as strong as they are in the Sky Division, the number 2 seed in the conference probably not going to be the worst place to be.
Fair enough, and up and down the Blue Conference, you're going to have teams that can beat each other on any given day. Mm-hmm. That's with the exception of maybe the Ducks. So it's going to be tough for the Ducks are a playoff team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. That team is built to last, and they do really well when the game is on the line. So we'll see what happens here as we get in the game number 4. Is what we have in front of us. Spartans trying to get ever closer to the Ducks and get into the driver's seat for that 1 seed. Can they do it?
Can I make a New England Patriots joke? The Ducks are like the New England Patriots, 2 undefeated seasons, and then they'll lose first game of season 6. Feels NFL, man.
Somewhere. I know he's not listening right now, but somewhere, Stax' ear is itching. Stax, a well-known New England Patriots fan, as all told. He's been in the MLB channels a little bit doing some casting earlier this season. So this will be off the corner as we get game number 4 underway. 2-1 lead. Towards the halfway line. Oh, what a shot! Wavy is going to cause the Comets player to get into that, and it creates a orange trail that blazes towards the net.
Yeah, unfortunately, Badgermilk just getting there a little bit late, a few pixels too slow, and it's Wavy into the front bumper of Badgermilk, 135 kph, straight into the net. Lodstein knew nothing about that. Feels bad, man.
Hey, Cathexis, but you know who does get old? Tom Brady. Okay, I'm done. 4:30 left in game number 4. This is Lodstein putting it around the corner. Dropping it in front. Really good catch from Badgermilk. Flips it around 1. That's an empty net. Can't miss those, and he won't. 1-1. 1 apiece as we play with 4:19 left.
Well, after giving up an own goal to a little bit of calculation, how about you turn Wavy inside out? He turns the challenge. Badgermilk chooses that frame to be able to turn that ball up and around. Really good. Almost a tornado flick, really, to get that around Wavy. Straight into the net, 1-1.
4:19 left. Good piece of offensive work there, as we've seen a little bit of a return to form for the scoring threats that we saw in Game 2, where these teams combined for a whole bunch of goals in that second game. That is Badger Milk. Wins the race to the ball up in the air. It'll bounce off the corner. Wadzane's going to make this happen himself unless the rotation can come in. Badger Milk comes in a little late. Has to take possession. Bounces it off the corner again. Wadzane has no business at that ball. He dives in anyway. That creates an opportunity back towards that orange net. But Badger Milk comes in and saves the day. It remains a 1-1 game.
Almost a little mind game by Lodzane there. Got Wavy to jump at that, looking like Lodzane might have challenged for it. Instead just waits and the Comets have possession.
That'll be a drop down to Badger Milk. Oh, what a shot! Rolled the post. What a setup by Lodzane to put it on a tee for him.
I was about to say, Lodzane to Badger Milk to Lodzane on the calculated tip. Then this little loft to Badger Milk tees one up and rips it in off the post. Really good team play from the Comets. 2-1.
That is gorgeous. Oh, it's a gorgeous way to take a 2-1 lead with 3:26 left in Game 4. Spartans trying to make something happen on offense. Wavy trying to get them back into the rhythm. That's a miss, and calmly and methodically, Badger Milk puts it in his own corner to take that threat away. Off of the sidewall, coming in Badger Milk. Has the opportunity. Let's go towards the sidewall again. Coming in is going to be Wavy. Wavy down. Trying to hit Swanky Bubbles. Haven't called his name in a little while. Has had a lack of impact on the last couple of games for the most part. This is a 2-1 opportunity. 2-on-0, the empty net. Trying to rotate back. Can't cut the angle, can Wavy. And it will go mouth or post to post and away as the Comets recover.
Fortunately, Wavy just losing the handle in transition. His first touch, I think, was what let him down. It got a little too far out of his control. Just never could find that angle at the end.
Wavy towards the sidewall. Off the back. Putting it down. Good opportunity. Really good challenge from Badger Milk, though. Takes that one away. Lodzane has all day to regroup in his own end. They'll put it up the sidewall. Pass it back into the middle to Badger Milk. Looking for the 1-2. It goes off the back wall. Dangerous place to put it. But Swanky Bubbles will knock that one away. Still 2-1 Comets. We play with about 2 minutes left. Comets trying to tie up the series again. They're just trying to play spoiler. That's all they're doing. But they're doing a really, really good job of threatening that as Wavy finally ties the game with 1:56 to go.
How about this shot from Wavy here? Swanky with a great challenge, leaves this one high and lofting. Wavy just rolling his car to get that around Lodzane. Great accuracy, good speed on it too. And that is a tie game. The Spartans find their equalizer with just under 2 minutes to go.
1:56 on the clock, as you alluded to. Deuce is wild as we play in Game 4. Off the side, Wavy's there. He's going to try to put this into the middle. It's taken away by Lodzane, and he will try to follow it up. Only for Swanky Bubbles to remove that. Far side, looking for Wavy, has the drop, and he's got it. 3-2. Spartans come back to take the lead.
Not just the drop, but dunking Badger Milk into next week. That little hesitation where he thinks the play is going into the corner and pulls him out of position, leaving a line for Wavy to make that dunk happen. That hesitation, the decision-making needs to be just a little bit quicker, a little bit more confidence to go for that ball earlier.
Chance for Swanky Bubbles trying to get this one home. He will get it knocked away. Into the offensive corner for the Spartans. That's a nice setup. Swanky Bubbles on the other side. He will put it near side, lights up the sky with that purple goal explosion. It's 4-2.
Swanky, great aggressive boost grab here. Sets it up as Lodzane, you see him at the near post, a little too close to the ball. Once he gets beat by Wavy, tries desperately to half flip back to recover, but Swanky has that far post covered already, and that is a big swing. 3 unanswered for the Spartans. A little bit of shades of Game 1.
82 seconds to go. How about another one for Wavy? He's going to put that one home, and he's got number 4 in this game.
Unfortunately, the Comets just don't quite recover on this one. Lodzane's out, doesn't have the line to challenge that one. A little bit slow. Wavy just rolling the car around to get it by. Great aerial control, good technique, and that is 4 unanswered now for the Spartans in this game.
This is the kind of Spartans team that we saw at the end of Game 1. They just took firm control of the game, did not let up. Good work by the Spartans to this point in Game 4. 5-2 lead with actually 67 seconds to go in this 4th matchup. Towards the far side, Wavy again. This one goes off the post. Swanky Ball's trying to get there. It'll be taken away, and Lodzane will give chase deep into Spartans territory. He'll wait for a read. Has one up the wall. This one doesn't have quite what it needs to get into frame. Now it does. Looking is Badger Milk. He cannot put it home. Good defensive touch by Swanky B. And he has an angle to try to cut, but he will get interrupted by Laudsane. Really good read defensively by Laudsane there.
Fortunately for the Comets' chance there, the pass very close to the backboard. Easy to read to transition into offense. And then the Comets here on defense. Do you see them circling around that corner? They never get reset in rotation here, and Wavy just has to cut that in front for Swanky on point. 6-2 now. This one firmly out of reach of the Comets.
Good offensive work by the Spartans. Hopefully they do not have all of their offensive rush in this game, as hopefully they just have enough goals that they can go into Game 5 and get things done. I hate scoring 7 goals in a Game 4, 6 goals in a Game 4, only to have to borrow some in Game 5 to be able to get even. So hopefully they don't have to do that here. Chance in the Comets end, going towards the sidewall. Laudsane keeps the offense up. 3 seconds left. 2-1. And the Spartans do really good work in Game 4. They take a 3-1 lead in the series. They need probably one more to cinch themselves in the driver's seat for now for that 1-seed race.
And to clinch, or to quote a favorite line of mine of Vin Diesel's, it doesn't matter whether you win by a goal or 12. Winning is winning. I might have misquoted that.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. We don't hate you any less. More. That's right.
Yeah, that's true. The Comets,
the regular Chevro J that is an Enema J.
Can I just pull this back for a second? Did you catch how many saves the Comets had? I'm pretty sure there were 7 saves on one player in that last game, and I might have missed that. But that could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
we'll have to go back and check the VOD. Chat, if you can help me out. If you guys saw 7 saves, I think it was on Badger Milk. Yeah, Feisig knows. Badger Milk definitely had 7 saves in that last game. The Comets had 8 saves, and the Spartans still had 6 goals. They were under siege in Game 4.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse, as you alluded to, as we get into Game 5. If I'm not mistaken, help me out here. Game series test tied right now, right?
Nope, 3-1 Spartans.
3-1 Spartans. That's okay, so I had it right. Good. 4:47 in the 5th game, as these two teams are scoreless, trying to get the first strike in game number 5. It goes right down to Wavy, and he picks up where he left off. It's 1-0.
Want to see what happened to Badger Milk in transition here. The ball gets flipped up over top of him, misses the demo. Oh, it's just really unfortunate that the ball between Swanky and Wavy drops right onto Wavy for him to catch. Badger Milk just never had time to get back and try and rotate on that one.
4:38 left. Unfortunate for the Comets as the Spartans take a 1-0 lead. Comets doing, I'll tell you what, they're playing a really admirable role of spoiler here if they can actually do it and keep them out of the 1 seed. But at the moment, Spartans are starting to turn it on, as we've seen them really do well the last couple of games offensively, but Badger Milk firmly does not care. It's 1 apiece.
Yo, Badger Milk, we see you. High up off the backboard, rolls that car around, little bit of the moy, not a ton on it, but enough to chip that one under the bar. Great effort from Badger Milk, and it's 1-1.
It's the kind of moy that you kind of sneak into conversation and somebody says, "What'd you say?" And they're like, "Nothing."
It's the moy you bring home to mom and she's really confused, but you make her understand it.
I mean, I thought it was the kind of moy like you just kind of adopted at the pet store. You know, just kind of small and helpless.
That's a Mew.
All right, moving on. We're getting on. That'll be a shot off the post. Right there is going to be Swanky B, but that is going to be a save. Back the other way is Laudsane. He'll get this taken away at the halfway line, but a good pinch by Badger Milk will put this in the offensive territory. Coming in over the halfway line. Oh, what a play! Swanky Bubbles reads it perfectly. It's 2-1.
Wavy, really good ball to get that under control, up off the sideboard like he wants, rolls that one out, and Swanky just has to doink that off the roof and in, just enough to change the angle, put it on target, and the Spartans counter back. It's 2-1.
Minute 21 into Game 5. Spartans take a 2-1 lead. We've seen 3 combined goals already. Teams seeming to have found their offensive stride of sorts. Coming out is Wavy. Wavy over half, loses control of the ball. Badger Milk just trying to be patient with it. He will lose control as well. Coming in Swanky Bubbles to see if he has better luck. Looking for a dribble. Badger Milk is going to challenge and interrupt him, and Laudsane will take control. Coming out of the corner. That's an opportunity for Wavy. He's a little bit shy of the angle. Badger Milk takeaway. Swanky Bubbles will fly by the ball. Badger Milk has possession. Pass across to Lodzane, who's a little bit behind it, but it does go into Badger Milk. His groove there, and he does put one on net. It goes off the post. Spartans have to recover on their own end. That is going to be a possible dribble play taken away. Lodzane over half. Approaching halftime, near post, taken away again as they're just trading possession back and forth. No real semblance of a consistent attack on either side as both teams reading each other really, really well.
Yeah, the one thing about the back and forth game, it favors the team in the lead right now. The Spartans don't really care if they're giving up chances as long as they're not quality ones, because they have that lead. They can just let this clock kill down and try and put themselves in the driver's seat on provisional pole for the Blue Conference #1 seed.
And this may be a quality chance, but nobody from the Comets is going to give this a look. Spartans can take their time with it. Finally, we see a challenge come in from Lodzane, but it's well past him as Wavy does a good piece of work. Badger Milk takes it away. Off of the sidewall. Looking off the back, goes off of Wavy. He's going to angle this towards near post. Lodzane has to get up and make a save off the nose. Around that corner. Drops it down near half. Lodzane trying to get it up and around Wavy, unable to do so. At the sidewall, Lodzane off the back. Badger Milk is going to have to rotate in, but he is a little bit too late for the party as he went all the way back. Wavy has the angle, but a good challenge will take it away for the moment. Shot on net, and another save coming out. Minute 15 to go. Still 2-1 Spartans. They look to slow it down, but a good challenge will take it away.
Really good response here from the Spartans. They, again, don't need to really score anymore. They've settled this one down. They're just doing enough here. And Wavy.
Oh, what?
Wavy goes for boost in the corner. It's a good challenge here. Grabs the boost, but then he has to hit this. There's nothing to this shot from Lodzane. He just fluffs it completely.
Feels bad for Wavy. I'm not sure if he double tapped his jump accidentally, but just flipped away from the ball. He tapped it not where he wanted it to go, and it's a tie game. Comets take advantage of a mistake. We'll see if they can continue it. Lodzane in position, scores. What a cross-field pass, and the Comets have taken the lead.
Wavy again caught out in transition here, drifting too far up. Lodzane after the kickoff, already at halfway, and Badger Milk spots him right on the nose. It's a cherry picker straight out of training, and the Comets rally back to take the lead.
Crazy, crazy good shot, and a 2-point swing for the Comets. It is a 3-2 lead for them as they look to earn a 2-3 in this series and keep the Spartans out of the 1 seed. They are not going to go quietly, though. That goes off the crossbar. Taking possession near the sidewall, coming towards half. Going slowly back into the offensive zone go the Comets. Out of the corner, drops it down. Flying towards the ball, but then losing it, going half or wall to wall, side to side. Here comes Lodzane, trying to put this game away. 6 seconds left, burning a ton of time. It'll stay in the air. Needs to get it up in the air. A chance at the orange net, but no, that is going to do it more than likely. It will hit the ground. The Comets spoil indeed the chance for the Spartans to take the 1 seed driver's seat in Week 10.
Yeah, they're tied with the Ducks now on wins. It won't be enough, I think, on tiebreakers to get them there. But, full credit to the Comets there. When they needed to score goals, they did it.
Yeah, they did. No, you're exactly right. Spartans, though, they had some flashes of absolute brilliance. They had 2 particular rushes in games 2 and game 4 that really, really put them where the Comets could not reach them as far as this series score is concerned. They had 4 unanswered in game 2. They had 4 unanswered in game 4. And the Comets had no answer up until the next game. Good work by the Comets, though. They earned this 2-3. That should give them a little bit of momentum going into next season for sure if this roster stays together. And, I got to give them full marks for playing their hearts out, even though they knew that it was not going to happen as far as playoffs this season.
I mean, they've done a fantastic job down the stretch playing spoiler. They've made the Storm Division race what it is, which is interesting. They took 4 games off the Lightning, which sets up a huge clash on Sunday. It'll open our stream on the final day of the regular season. The Sharks and the Lightning playing for a wild card spot in the Blue Conference. You guys don't want to miss that. But hey, we got some crates to give away. 12 people in the draw. Last call, guys, for your tickets here. We're going to give away 5 more crates, and then we're going to give away a bunch of stuff on Sunday. Pro tip, it's probably going to be a lot of crates, but we might have something special to sneak in there because it's the end of the season. We don't know quite yet because I don't know until Cathexis tells me what we're giving away. But last call, guys, if you have any tickets that you want to use, it's 15 loaves per ticket. Get yourself in, available for subscribers and donators only to earn yourselves points. It is 5 points for every 10 minutes watched of the stream. Those of you who were watching our RLCS qualifiers, thank you for that. You guys earned a ton of bread loaves to spend on giveaway tickets, and no better time to do so than right now.
Yeah, no kidding. So we'll get that done here pretty quick order here, as I think we can count down from 10. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Ninja Rebs, if you want to get in, yeah, there you go. I don't know why you only had 20. I think it's because you have bought tickets in the past. You have gotten in on the giveaways in the past, and because it doesn't give feedback when you enter. It only gives feedback once you guys have finished purchasing your tickets here. Why does it tell me I only have 4 people in this thing? That's weird.
Interesting.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's updated. There's everybody. We're cool.
There.
All right.
Okay, cool. I'd say you can go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Majestic Moose.
There
Ride
it
the
is.
Moose.
Moose.
Hopefully his luck winning the giveaway will carry forward into the match against the Lightning, and they find themselves in possession of that wild card spot. But I think that's going to do it for you and I. I think you need to get food. I could use a snack as well, and we'll be able to get
The
some
Colonel
things
needs
sorted
chicken.
out. he went there.
Mhm.
Okay, so I can go laugh in peace. I'm gonna cut to the outro here. Thank you guys always for joining us here. We know there's a lot of stuff going around in the Rocket League community, guys, but you don't want to miss Sunday. That will start at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern for the Sharks and the Lightning, and that one is going to be #lit. And that's the only amount of bias I'm going to show for it, because I want the Sharks in. They haven't made the playoffs in their existence. I want to see them in there personally. But big thanks to Curtis, as always, for joining me tonight. It is a pleasure and a privilege to have him in here with me. Big thanks as well to the mod team, all the guys on the graphics team as well. You guys do a great job, as always, in keeping us looking spiffy and shiny. And a big thanks to our subs and Patreon supporters, as always. You guys get the giveaways because you give us money, and we'd love to give back to you. But that's going to do it for here on Freestyle Friday on the MLD Network. Join us again one more time, Sunday, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, for the Sharks and the Lightning, kicking off a triple header to close out the regular season.
It's gonna be fabulous. Okay, cut.
All right, you guys have yourselves a great night. We're going to throw you over to the RLRS broadcast as they close out day 1 of week 1 of League Play. And we'll see you guys back on Sunday night. Have yourselves a great night, and as always, boost over ball.
Miles on fire. I'm losing.